Alexa is programmed to seem like the perfect servant. Imagine a bot designed to seem like the perfect master. All good, all-knowing, all-powerful, unbeatable even by nature. A Godbot, a false idol for the 21st century. And imagine you've entered a contest to program one. Unlike Alexa, it doesn't have to do anything. It only has to appear perfect enough to convince the gullible. You decide the gullible will be convinced if it appears to have an uninterrupted winning streak. Now you know how to program a heat-seeking robot that positions itself wherever it's warmest. So you decide to program a flattery-seeking, insult-deflecting bot, guided not by temperature, but by positive and negative connotations. Not the meaning of words, which no bot understands, but by their spin, positive and negative. Your Godbot will be a spin bot. By looking up connotations on a table, it will generate perfect, "I know you are, but what am I?" sentences about anything insulting, and "I know I am, but what are you?" sentences about anything flattering. For example, if accused of not caring, it scans its connotation table, where caring is listed as positive, and generates, "I care more than anyone else. You're the one who doesn't care." If your Godbot is accused of being a hypocrite, it looks up hypocrite in its connotation tables, where it's listed as negative. So it generates, "I'm never a hypocrite. You're the real hypocrite." Your Godbot is a hypocrite, not that it means to be. It doesn't mean to do anything. Seeming like a hypocrite is a side effect of having no memory or understanding of what it says. Your Godbot has a graphic user interface designed to simulate the appearance of a charismatic person from any chosen subculture. Gullibility is in part a function of affinity. People are less likely to detect a fake that supports their subculture. They'd find the Godbot's winning streak convincing and compelling. They'd think it's high time one of theirs proved right about everything. They'd want in on the winning streak, so they'd imitate the Godbot. Imitating a Godbot would be easy, fun, and addictive. Maximum winning streak charisma for minimum effort. All it takes is mindlessly robotic, flattery-seeking, and insult-deflecting. The more frustrated people get with you, the more flattery you can sort towards yourself and insults you can deflect to them. Pretty soon, many in the subculture would be imitating the Godbot. You'd end up with a Godbot cult, a mindless juggernaut enjoying a fake winning streak based on minimal programming. Short of physical force, the most effective way for any subculture to gain dominance might be by dropping a mindless Godbot in its own image into the wider culture.
Nobody knows this stuff better than me.
Nobody knows more about taxes than I do, and income than I do.
Nobody knows more about construction than I do.
Nobody knows more about campaign finance than I do.
I know more about drones than anybody. Nobody knows much more about technology, this type of technology, certainly, than I do.
Nobody knows more about technology than me.
Nobody in the history of this country has ever known so much about infrastructure as Donald Trump. I know the H-1B. I know the H-2B. Nobody knows it better than me.
I know more about ISIS than the generals do, believe me. I understand things. I comprehend very well, okay? Better than, I think, almost anybody.
And by the way, who knew the other side of the picture better than me? I knew it.
Nobody knows more about environmental impact statements than me. I understand the power of Facebook, maybe better than almost anybody. I know more about renewables than any human being on Earth. Nobody knows more about polls than me.
I know more about courts than any human being on earth.
I know more about steelworkers than anybody that's ever run for office.
I know more about golf than Obama knows.
Nobody knows more about banks than I do.
Nobody knows more about trade than me.
Well, obviously, he doesn't know about nuclear weapons. I know more about nuclear weapons than he'll ever know.
I understand the tax laws better than almost anyone.
Who knows more about lawsuits than I do? I'm the king.
I know more about offense and defense than they will ever understand.
Nobody even understands it but me. It's called devaluation.
I understand money better than anybody.
I understand the system better than anybody. Nobody knows more about debt than I do.
Nobody knows the game better than me.
I know more about contributions than anybody.
And who knows more about the word apprentice than Donald Trump?
I understand politicians better than anybody. Nobody knows politicians better than me.
Who knows the other side better than me?
Who knows the other side better than me?
I think I know more about the other side than almost anybody. And I understand the other side
Perhaps I understand it better than anybody else.
I was the fair-haired boy. Nobody knows more about it than me. I know more than these politicians. These guys don't know anything.
I know a lot. I know more than I'm ever going to tell you.
The truth is, I'm actually a modest person. Very modest. It's true.